Hey guys, thanks for joining me. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. Welcome to Sharp Ends, and have I got a knife review for you today? This is the Prado, designed by Ray Laconico, made by CJRB. This knife I just did a disassembly for, and you can follow the link up there. And I'll be using the info that I got from that disassembly in this video as well. First, I'd like to ask you to smash that like button, leave a comment, really helps the channel, and enjoy. All right, so this is a bar lock, $55. Ray Laconico. Ray Laconico is one of my favorite knife designers. If you know anything about this channel, you know I review his knives all the time. What's different about this knife? There's a lot of bar locks with G10 peel ply type scales. This one, though, is extra large. I think that's the number one thing that I will lead off with, is that if you have bigger hands, this is large. This is 8.5 inches, and it's 3 3/4 inch blade. Nice amount of belly, drop point. You've got this nice swedge up top. Very classy. He's got Ray's name on there, right there. It's not billboarded really big, but it is there. This is a full-size knife. A lot of budget knives are not full-size knives. I mean, here is the CJRB Pyrite, and you can see it's substantially smaller. This is a great knife, and I like it a lot. It disappears in the pocket, very light. This guy is just larger, and, sometimes you do want a larger budget knife in your pocket. It's just, yeah, I've got larger hands. I definitely appreciate having a full-size knife. Now, some people have small hands and they like the smaller thing. I like them all. I like all the knives, small, big. It just depends on what I'm going to be doing that day. This is also very light compared to what you would think. If you look at my disassembly video, you'll see that the skeletonization on this is really quite astounding. They've saved a lot of weight here, and the balance is perfect, absolutely perfect, right here in the finger scallop, where you would usually find for a liner lock, the lock there. Bar locks are very strong, and they're not going to fail on you unless the Omega spring breaks. However, when it's engaged, it is going to be locked, and that is very nice. It's also very friendly for ambidextrous use, and if you have a bar lock, you might as well make it ambidextrous, and they have certainly done that. This is good for lefties too. This is T8 bolts here, except for the clip, which is a little bit annoying. Those are T6s, but a lot of the budget companies do that, except for Migron. But CJRB does that. Now, the knife steel choice is their proprietary ARRPM 9, which there was some kind of controversy about. It's basically it's not D2, and it's not CPM D2. It's kind of in between. And it is a good steel. It's fine. It's not going to be totally stainless. I did put some knife pivots. I put some of this stuff on it just in case if I'm carrying around my shorts and I get sweaty, it won't get stained. But I think that I'm just being super cautious with that. It is resistant. I wouldn't call it proof. As far as deploying it goes and the action on this, I like flicking it open with my finger, but also a lot of people who are beginners or just getting into the knife thing or don't know how to flick really nicely, what they will do is they'll just pull back on the bar lock with their finger and their thumb, and they'll just deploy it like that. And that works really well. And you can do it really fast that way. Now, when I got this out of the box, it had some lock stick in it. Lock stick is when you disengage the lock. I was feeling just a little bit of stick here. And in this day and age, the budget companies are really good at sending high quality stuff. 10 years ago, if you got a little lock stick, you wouldn't complain about it or even mention it in a review. But now it's noteworthy to say someone on a Friday stuck their grease gun in there and just poured a ton of grease in there. And that grease got onto the face of the lock. And what happened is that collected some dirt and started to gum up. And when that gums up, it means that when you pull back on the lock, it sticks a little bit, and that's not good. So I went in there and I took it apart and I cleaned it up, and once I got it out, it now flies open and closes very nicely. So absolutely fine. Action on this just drops shut. There's 2 bearings in there. I didn't fully disassemble it because fully disassembling a lock bar knife is a pain in the butt. So I just opened it enough so that I could clean all the faces, and I did put just a little bit of grease in there, although I didn't clean the bearings off, but it is working like a dream now. So yeah, nice little bit of jimping up here. Like I said, I like the swedge. You can choke up on it, although there's no finger choil up front on the blade itself. They sacrifice that for having a nice big long blade, which I appreciate. Ergos are good. Squeeze tight. Like I said, very large knife. I've got some grease on me from working on these knives, I guess. And pocket clip is nothing to write home about. I feel like it's just, I think all CGRB clips are just like a 1/4 inch too long. There's no landing pad for the clip on here, a flat part on this peel ply, but that's okay. You know, this is a budget knife, and this peel ply gives a nice amount of texture, which I really appreciate, but it's not going to cause any kind of jeans or pockets to wear out faster because of this peel ply. It's absolutely fine. Deep pocket carry clip. So this, even though this is a big knife, it's going to disappear in the pocket, and people aren't going to really see that you're carrying such a big knife, which is great for Irma the lunch lady. And what else do I want to say about this? Negatives about this. So, you know, I love this color, and I got this color on purpose because it's just a different thing. I like teal, I like green. There are other colors of the Prado out there. So link down below to buy this if you want to. If you use any of my Amazon links, it does help the channel, but you don't have to. It's fine. I'm not sponsored by any of these people. Just having a Amazon Associates account. I think that's all I have for you guys today. Do I recommend this knife? Absolutely. If you want a bar lock and you want to test one out and see what it's about, this is the one for you. If you have larger hands or you just like a bigger knife, this is the knife for you. I love this shape blade. I like it a lot. I like Ray Laconico. Knife steel isn't the best out there for $55. I feel like 14C28N is the best knife steel out there. But having said that, CGR, I haven't had any problems with this knife steel, sharpening it, maintaining it, or anything else. So that's just my own particular like. Yeah, so I like this knife. Probably going to be giving this away. If you want a chance to win this knife, all you have to do is click the link down below and follow Patreon link. For $3 a month, you get entered to win a knife every single month and help support making this content. Thanks so much, people, and I will see you next time on Sharp Ends. Bye-bye now.